for our policing to improve, for survivors to receive better care and support. That is not enough. Society needs to change. Men need to change, because many of these cases are actually done by people who are known to the women of our country. So that is why we say that society needs to change, so that we can get to a point where we eliminate gender-based violence. Now, coming to sport, the women of our country are excelling in sport. That is the reality. Banyana Banyana and the Protea netball team did our country extremely proud recently. They put our flag on the global map. Banyana Banyana, as I said, won the Women's Cup and reached the top 16. The very first football team in our country to reach the top 16. Bafana Bafana has not yet succeeded. Banyana Banyana has. So Bafana Bafana must come and take lessons from Banyana Banyana. So we are very proud, and that is why I said what this means. If you look at this equation and you balance it and you calculate it, the women of our country in sport must get paid more than the men. Now, of course, we also, and I call upon our sporting organizations, I call upon the sponsors of sport to ensure that we have professional leagues, particularly in football as well as netball. Once we have professional leagues that will encourage and sharpen the skills of the women of our country, I have no doubt that the World Cup could be in our hands very soon. Now, I attended the final match of netball in Cape Town a few days ago, and Minister Zizi Kodwa encouraged me and said, "President, let us as government make a commitment that we are going to build a netball arena for the women of our country." Because as Dame Nicole, who is the president of Netball, World Netball, she said to me that, "President, once there is a netball arena, it is going to encourage even young girls to participate in larger numbers, and you will see a great improvement in your netball." So that is now on our screen, and we are going to ensure that there is a development like that. The Premier says he wants it here in Gauteng. Now, lastly, I want to talk about how all of us can be united in mobilizing all of society to support the women of our country on their road to empowerment and the improvement of their lives. Yes, society does need to change. We need a movement as powerful as the women who marched on the union buildings to end violence against women and children. But we also need a movement that will ensure that there is meaningful empowerment for the women of our country. We end patriarchy. We ensure that they become economically active. We need a woman that includes every woman and man in this country, that brings together every organization, every church, mosque, temple, synagogue, that involves every workplace, every school or university, every endeavor of South African life. We need a movement that extends to every town and lawful strike action. We cannot condone what has been happening in Cape Town, and we strongly condemn the violence and the destruction caused by this dispute. We are appalled by the killings and the assaults that have taken place, because women have also been injured in all this. Blocked roads that lead to blocked businesses, blocked education, and blocked health services impede the services that should be given to the women of our country as well. We must uphold the law and must solve problems through meaningful dialogue. Dialogue is the best way of resolving problems, and we need to engage in dialogue. And when you engage in dialogue, it means that much as the situation may be difficult, we need to settle down, and all parties must come together to engage in dialogue without resorting to violence. Today we think of the women of Khayelitsha and the rest of Cape Town. We think about the men and the children and the families that are trying to go about their lives in peace and in safety in that part of our country. We also have a responsibility to protect lives and livelihoods. We all have a responsibility to build a safe and peaceful society. We all have a responsibility to build a society in which every girl can realize her dreams and every woman can live the life that she wants. We have come far. We still have much further to go. There are many rights that the women of our country still need to record. There are many areas that we still need to improve the lives of our women in. But working together as the women and the men of South Africa, we will achieve the free and equal society for which generations of women have fought and strived for. And it is with these words that I wish every woman in our country to have a blessed and peaceful Women's Day. And I thank you very much indeed. Thank you.